Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the final episode. Enjoy.
So this is going to actually be like a 3-part series. I'm going to break it down like that so that it's not like overwhelming for people.
Yeah.
So thank you.
It's a pleasure. I love doing this.
Like I could talk to you literally the whole day.
So I approach clients and potential people on a daily basis. Like from 9 to 5, that is my job, to approach people for the magazine. I never ever take offense to a no, because I know for me it's something that says to me they are not ready. They are not ready. They don't understand yet.
Let me give them time to kind of
They need to summer, because the magazine is not something you could just. There is a deeper essence in that book, so you don't just pick it up like that. You won't be inspired. You won't be moved if you pick it up just as another book. You need to pick it up with the essence of this thing is going to move me. This thing is going to change me.
You said to me the reason why you also made that magazine is because you wanted women to read about the stories they are telling about themselves.
Yes.
So please elaborate.
Because many times people have stories about other people. People tell stories about other people because it's so easy. I can easily tell a story about you because it's easy for me to nitpick and she did this wrong, she did that wrong, because I'm not in your shoes. So it's easy for me to tell a story about you. And it will be a story, but it will die down. But if you tell your story and you come with your truth, you tell your own story with your own essence, and you read your story, look at that. Is this me?
Is this really?
Is this
Because
really
when you sent me those interview questions, and I was busy typing, I was just like, wow.
Did
really?
I do
this all happened? And it actually made me realize that I have been able, even though I don't see it or I choose not to see it, I've been able to accomplish so much, but I don't give myself that credit.
We don't, and that is why the next issue is themed to pedal scars and the celebration of milestones. Because we don't celebrate our milestones. We are feeling too guilty. You're always on to the next, on to the next, on to the next, without celebrating what I've done. Don't you think you deserve a pat on the back? And if you don't pat yourself on the back, how do you expect me to do it if you don't do it? So we need to learn to stop, appreciate who we are, what we are, what we have become. Take that into cognizance to build ourselves for the next step. I think I was so born an editor. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I was going to be an editor. I've always loved magazines, but it was a far-reaching dream for me to say, oh, one day I want to be an editor. I remember when Y magazine came out, I was like, I want to be the editor of this magazine.
Why magazine?
Why? You know, from Y Fame.
They
had a magazine, and I wanted to be the editor of that, but that thing never materialized for me. There was a smaller publication called Babe. This was like a small magazine that was in True Life, and I wanted to be the editor of that. But these were small things I would tell myself in passing. It wasn't even important. It was just like sometimes we say to ourselves, so I want to be a superstar. It's something you say in passing. Decades down the line, here I am, editor of a magazine that's going to be nationally distributed. It's something I planted in me. I planted it in me. So we need to learn to appreciate ourselves.
And our ideas.
And that
even if it doesn't happen today, it does happen like a decade later, like what you're saying.
It takes
eventually
time.
It will happen.
Yeah, it takes time for you to build something sustainable, something that's worth looking at. I mean, there are things you see on a daily, but there are things that make you go like this. You know what I mean? For you to build that empire, an empire doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
You need to put in the hard work, and the blood, the sweat, the tears. And believe me, there are many tears.
Yeah.
I don't sleep at night.
Yeah.
I'm worried about will all the stores get the books? You know, will people buy the books when it's in the store? Those are challenges I can only face when I get there.
Yeah.
I've recently learned there's something that I've overlooked: social media bullying. There's another one that I now need to overcome.
Yeah.
You know, because we are so caught up in what we do. We forget not everyone is our cheerleader. You know, not everyone is our cheerleader. There are those that are not. And with the human nature, they will voice it. Because it's a human nature. Not because they want to be mean.
Yeah.
It's just human nature.
Yeah.
You know, so when you're strong enough to pat yourself on your back, those things will roll over.
Yeah,
they will
that's
roll
true.
over. Yeah.
That's so true.
To me.
One last thing. You said you went to Force Tracker High. I went to Boxburg High.
Yeah.
And I want you to tell me about your experience, like, quickly in school.
This is the funniest story, and people don't believe me. To get the Force Tracker, you gotta pass Boxburg High.
Yes.
You can't go to Force Tracker and
Without going to Boxburg High. Yeah.
So Force Tracker was an Afrikaans school.
Yeah.
Meaning there was not a lot of black students there. You know, it was mostly colored and white.
Yes.
Because our first language was Afrikaans.
Yes.
But in Boxburg High, however, because it was an English medium school, there was a lot of black African kids. My experience in high school was I was more attracted to the guys.
black guys.
I used to go slowly.
And pass Boxburg High.
Yes, and my interest was more in Boxburg High than it was in Force Tracker. And that's where I learned I'm not gonna date a color guy.
You know, you're not the first person. I actually have a colleague that I met just recently, and she was like, I don't mind dating outside of my race, but I noticed that with having done that, there's a certain thing about black guys that I didn't get that.
We have an ongoing joke in my family.
Yeah.
One of my cousins says to me that I put things in the sink once you go black.
You never
go. You don't go back. Because since I dated a guy from Boxburg High at the end of the day.
Really? Oh my goodness, girl!
Since then, I've never dated my own race. Yeah, I've also never dated other races.
Okay.
There was interest, but no
thanks.
So my experience in high school was I realized who I was, because at that time race was an issue.
Yeah.
This was what, in the late 90s. Yes. I'm old. So race was still an issue. You know, it wasn't as free as it is now.
Yeah.
Back then it was still an issue. And that's when I realized I'm not doing normal thinking kind of human being. I think outside of the box. That's when I really it started with something as small as dating, but it became more and more as the years went on, because I realized that our grandparents were raised in that stigma of white is better, or the fairer you are, the more superior you are. in my family, that notion is still a reality. It's and I'm sure in other families it still is.
Yeah, my mom's like that.
The fairer you are, the more superior you are.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that if you have to take it to real life now. How many women does skin bleaching? How many times do we do our foundation a shade lighter? Because we still have that mentality of the fairer you are, the more superior you are. Whereas that, I think the more intelligent you are, the more superior.
Exactly.
That's how I feel.
That's how
if
you
you come at me stupid, I'm gonna treat you like. So don't come at me stupid. Be intelligent.
Be intelligent.
That's it. The bar for me.
Yeah.
You're intelligent. Not your race, not your money, not your car, not anything. Your intelligence sets the bar.
One thing that you said was that when you were in high school as well, you didn't want to speak. You didn't want to show your difference.
Yeah.
So how did you overcome that, and why did you not want to?
So, coming from a colored community, there's this thing they call colored mentality, and I don't want to limit it to colored people because I'm experiencing it with others as well.
Yeah.
But more with my people, they tend to do. There was something. The name calling becomes a bullying thing. It becomes there was a certain name they used to call me, and for me to avoid that, I used to be quiet so that no one can hear how I speak. You know, I would make sure that I'm the first one in class. So if the teacher needs to ask me something, she can ask me when no one else is there.
Wow.
I can quickly answer her and done. So when everyone else comes and get their turn, I'm done. Nobody would ever hear me talk. I would make sure whatever I do it in advance so that I can get it done quickly. Nobody will notice it, and it's over before the crowd is there. I remember when we needed to introduce ourselves. I was once sent to the principal's office because I forgot my textbook at home. And the punishment was you need to go to the principal's office. And I went there with, I think there were 5 other colored guys. And I was the only girl. And the principal never knew me because I was never in trouble. I was a quiet child, And he said, "What's your name?" And I said, "Levine Pond." And he said to me, "Don't mumble. Don't mumble. Can you speak up?" Now these other 5, not because they intended to, they started laughing. No, they didn't laugh because they wanted to hurt me. It was just funny for them. That's how kids are,
Also because the principal had no knowledge that that's how you speak, but they knew.
Yes. So now I'm hurt and I'm thinking, this is more reason for me not to speak. I would never speak ever in a group setting. But funny enough, today I speak as a speaker at public engagements,
Yes,
whereas I would have never done that. The me 20, 30 years ago would not do that because I had that thing. I don't want it to be pointed out at. I don't want to be laughed at. I don't want to be different than the norm. But now, oh my God.
Now we have to pay you to keep quiet. Now we have to be like, please, Levine.
I find it so exciting when people ask you, why do you speak like that? Where are you from?
So, this is the thing.
They used to ask me, where are you from? They're like, what accent?
What accent is it?
You know, and I'm like, if you only knew,
yeah,
it's not the accent. Now I'm owning it, you know.
Yeah.
Even when the handshake thing happens, I don't give my left hand.
Yeah.
I give my right hand so that the question can be asked.
Yeah.
And we can get it out the way.
And get out the way.
Yes. I do that. I do that. And the sooner you ask me the question, even in my dating life, the sooner we can get this question out the way, the sooner we can carry on.
And it just like literally after that, it's like, okay,
what else? Yes.
There's nothing else really.
Exactly.
There isn't anything else.
We just get it out the way.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it now. And I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah.
There are many kids that, if I look at myself as a kid, sure, I wouldn't want any child to go through what I went through.
Yeah.
But if your child knows who she is, you know, how powerful that is.
So it needs to go back to the parents, where if you are raising a child that's different, that's differently able, just give them that confidence. Like shower them with you can, not you can't, you can't.
I became so angry when I realized I can do so many things and I can do it even better. But I was never afforded the opportunity, you know. And when I bought my first car, people were like, how are you driving? I was like, what on earth do you mean? You know, why would I not be driving? You know, I heard a story the other day of someone who is blind. He's partially blind, but he bought a car because he could
drive.
He could drive, and he drove his car. Why would he not want to drive if he can drive? So people put so many limits on you, and you live up to those limits.
You live up to them. You're like, oh yeah, I shouldn't be driving, so let me sit down.
Exactly. I didn't hear this. I didn't wear heels because I was told you can't walk on heels. Because when I had my accident, my whole right side was affected. I didn't wear heels for many years because I was told you will fall off those heels. And when I realized I was doing myself an injustice all these years, look at how fabulous I look
in heels.
You know, I was like, I am never gonna allow anybody to tell me what I
can and
cannot do. I will put the limit to say that when you can't do this, this is not for you.
And I noticed that we didn't address the accident. So what exactly happened?
When I was about 2.5, and I don't, it's very uncomfortable to talk about this because it's so personal. I was, I think, not even 2. I was the age when you walk in a walking ring. I think 1 year, a couple of months. So I was in my walking ring. We lived in a flat and the door was open. The curious child that I am decided that I'm gonna walk out the door, you know, and I was unsupervised for that moment. My grandmother was somewhere else, and I walked out the door in my walking ring, and I fell down a flight of stairs. With the fall, I damaged a nerve, and once a nerve is damaged, you will know. It's really repaired. If possible, it takes years. But most likely it will never.
It will never go back to the normal functioning.
So my nerve on the left side of my brain was damaged. So automatically it affected the right side. So it affects the way the signal message goes. So I can tell this hand, do this, but I can't tell this hand. It will do it, but in its own way. I always say, this hand is so subordinate. I can tell this hand to do anything, it will behave. This hand, however,
it will go against.
It's got a mind of its own. It's got a mind like me.
Yeah.
It has a mind of its own. And it will do whatever. So automatically my speech is affected, my hand is affected, my leg is affected. But with all these things, and I only noticed it years ago when I started wearing heels.
Yeah.
I noticed the way I walk, it seems like I'm waddling every time, you know? And because I hated it for so many years, I did not see the beauty in it. Only now, I'm thinking, girl, you walk, talk, everything sexy, you know? Only now
everything about you is sexy.
Yes, I mean, who models?
From the way you speak to the way you walk, everyone is curious about that. Yeah.
Because who models everywhere they go? No one does that.
Yeah,
they don't know that. But I'm glad my experience can be a testimony to someone else.
Yes.
If nothing else, if the magazine, if nothing else, if the experience alone can change one person, then I've lived a full life. Then I've lived a full life.
And that's how we wrap it up again. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the feature in your magazine. I'm so excited. It comes out April. So is it print and?
It will be online. My website is almost ready, so the magazine will be online, and then by the time this copy is released, the magazine will be in every single retailer across the country.
Oh my
Not in Gauteng alone, across the country, every single retailer. You can go to the retailer and look for children, and you can say, I know that girl.
Yes, you know that girl, and you met her here first on WomanAura. Yes. Okay, Instagram handles, please.
On Instagram, I am She Owns It Magazine SA. On Facebook, She Owns It Magazine SA. Twitter, not too sure.
Not so much. I know Twitter. It's
And then my personal is Levine. Thank you for having me. I love talking to people that I can inspire.
Yeah.
I think I'm born to inspire.
You are. You were born for me. You're born for every other girl out there. You're born for a lot of things. You're born to change so many things. Like, I want you to come to my school.
Oh, wow.
I want you to come
you are humbling me right now.
I want you to come to every space that I am going into. I need you to come in there so that you can literally change minds, so that you can inspire. Like, you inspire me, like, deep-rootedly. I don't even know what to say.
Then I did my job today.
Yeah, you're done. Like, today you can go and relax and chill. Like, you have inspired me to inspire others to continue just being fabulous.
Then let's count to I did what God wanted me to do. I'm done. I'm knocking off.
Okay, so that is it for today's. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you. Well, I will see you next time, and be sure to catch She Owns It magazine in every retail store, not only in Gauteng, in the country. In the 3 weeks. Watch the space. From myself and Jabulo and
the Pond.
Bye.
Thank you. Oh, that was so much fun. I love doing something like that.